Well, good evening, everyone. Hello. Again, my name is Cathy, and it's so great to be here tonight. We are beginning a new month, and the theme of this month is self-discovery. The topic for tonight is finding joy. So self-discovery is all about getting to know yourself. It's all about finding you, your true embodied spirit. Throughout this month, we will explore and savor moments of self-discovery. And we're going to do that by finding joy, by looking at our strengths, and by cultivating a practice of self-compassion. While we continue our joy of self-discovery, setting little micro goals will help us along the way. So let's talk about joy. The Joy Center's Healing Association describes joy like this. Joy is like helium. It cannot be weighted down. And when we are filled with it, we are lifted up and above whatever might be trying to keep us down. Joy has a high vibration, and it measures at about 528 megahertz, which is the same frequency as love. These high frequencies promote self-healing physically, emotionally, spiritually, and cognitively. So mind, body, spirit, and emotion. Some scientists actually believe that this type of frequency heals your DNA. When we are stressed and have many responsibilities, especially as caregivers, we are often operating at a low vibrational frequency, which can make us feel sluggish, depressed, burdened, and weighed down as a result. We often forget to take time for joy, or it might even seem selfish or irrelevant to do so. And so we get stuck in a pattern of negative thinking, and that often depletes the joy that we have. But what if we reframed that? And what if we took that negative mindset and begin to offer ourselves little micro joys each day as a means to raise our vibration and invite in joy as an antidote to stress and a pathway to healing? So at a very basic level, what can we do to invite joy into our lives? Here are just a few tips. Number one, enjoy some time with a trusted friend, someone with whom you feel safe, someone who just listens and accepts you exactly as you are. Perhaps take a walk in nature. That's number two. Even if it's cold outside, putting on your boots and a scarf and just get moving and experience the wonderful feeling of getting your heart pumping and your feet pounding on the earth. Notice what you see all around you, whether it be in your neighborhood or in a park setting. Any type of landscape will do. But just letting yourself soak in all that beauty all around you, and let that essence of soaking in that beauty stimulate a joyful feeling inside. Number three, laugh. Sometimes all we need is a good laugh. Laughter produces endorphins, or the feel-good hormones that boost our immune system. Laughing with a friend or a family member until your sides ache and the tears flow can be just the tiniest thing that allows joy to wash over you. Find an old sitcom series and let that humor fill your heart. My go-to are old Seinfeld episodes. For some reason, those just make me laugh. And I know, I'm dating myself. They're very old, but they never cease to bring joy when I really need it. So just laugh. Number four, put on some music and dance. Have your own personal dance party and dance like no one is watching. Who cares? Let the music carry you away, even calling up old dance moves from your past. Just dance and let it go. So there are many more ways to discover joy. That was only scratching the surface. And when we find joy, we can implement that joy into your routine. Filling your cup with joy isn't selfish. It's an act of generosity to yourself. And you are worth it. Always remember that. Okay, that's just a little taste of what you're going to be encountering in your support group tonight. Let's do what you came here for, a little breathing and meditation. So I invite you to get real comfortable in your chair here. That means putting both feet flat on the floor and sitting up nice and tall in your seat, maybe taking the shoulders up to the ears and then letting them settle softly back down again. Placing your hands face down on the thighs or on the knees, or lifted with palms facing the sky, also resting on the thighs or the knees, whichever feels most beneficial in your body. And then finding a little lift through the crown of the head, as if a little thread was just pulling your whole being up to the heavens gently, but just a little lift. So just your whole body feeling supported in your chair there. And if you're comfortable closing the eyes, you can do so at this time, or leaving the eyes softly cast down in front of you, whatever feels most supportive. So now that your body is starting to feel aligned and integrated, I invite you to witness the breath as it moves in and out of the nose, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing the rhythm of your own breath as it comes and as it goes. Good. And then beginning to notice any breath sensations, such as the temperature of the breath as it enters the nose and the temperature as it exits the nose. And then bringing your awareness there, what does that feel like? Is it a little cool when it comes in, and perhaps a little warmer as it exits? Just noticing. So much of what we do is just noticing. Good. Beautiful. So just noticing those sensations. And then feeling the sensation of expansion and contraction when we breathe in, feeling an expansion as your belly grows large, as the air fills your lungs, feeling that idea of expansion. And on the exhale, feel the idea of contraction. The belly contracts back toward the spine and everything falls back into place. So just that expansion and contraction of the breath. And then as you breathe in and out, when you breathe in, notice the breath as a feeling of receiving that breath. And as you breathe out, notice that breath as a letting go. So receiving and letting go, inhaling and exhale, the ebb and flow of the breath. Good. Beautiful. And we will now begin to do a little bit of belly breathing. So on the inhale, we feel the collarbones rise and the ribs rise and the belly expand. And if you've got your hands on your low belly, you can actually feel the belly expand away from the body and into your hands. And on the exhale, the belly contracts back toward the spine, the ribs fall, and the collarbones settle back into place. So collarbones, ribs, and belly, belly, ribs, and collarbones. Once again, that give and take of the breath, the receiving and the letting go, the ebb and the flow of the breath. So Just feeling that in the body now. And if it feels supportive to you to place both hands on the belly, go ahead and do it. And maybe you like to have just one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. So whatever that looks like for you, just noticing that now. That ebb and flow of the breath. Good. Beautiful. Feeling the breath move through the body in all those wonderful ways. And continue to breathe in this manner at your own pace. As you do, I will read our affirmations for tonight's practice. Affirmations are positive statements that we make to ourselves. And when we say them enough, they resonate deep within us and we start to adopt them into our lifestyle. So tonight's affirmations are as follows. I plant seeds of joy in my life by paying attention to what lights me up and pursuing more of that. In the garden that is my life, I cultivate joy. I water and nourish my joy, knowing that cultivating joy is an act of generosity, not an act of selfishness. I water and nourish my joy, knowing that cultivating joy is an act of generosity, not an act of selfishness. Beautiful. Continuing to breathe here. Feeling the breath move through the body, collarbones, ribs, and belly. And on the exhale, belly, ribs, and collarbones. So taking one hand over the heart and the other hand on top of that hand, holding yourself in a gentle embrace of self-compassion. And now feeling your heart move away from the body as your chest rises on the inhale. And on the exhale, feel your heart come back to the body as the chest and ribs fall back into place. And so as we do this, noticing this little gentle embrace of the heart, your generous, caregiving heart, and all that supports your heart in this moment as you take this time out for some self-care of you. Self-care of you is as important as the care that you give to someone else. Please remember that. Good. Couple more breaths here. And then you can release the hands and place them back on your knees or your thighs. Blink open the eyes gently, and we'll begin a little bit of a gentle movement here in the chair. We're going to do a few things standing up, but honor your body and do just what you want to do, just what your body will allow. Good. So we're going to do a little baby back bend in the chair. So coming up a little further to the edge of the chair, we'll place the hands behind you. And then just engaging the hands, engaging the feet on the floor, a little arch in the back, and just allowing that back to arch. Arms are straight behind you. And we lift our gaze just a bit for a seated plank. Seated reverse plank, just breathing in and out of that back body. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. And then letting it all go, coming back to neutral here. We're going to take the hands to the collarbones and just begin to tap, tap, tap on either side. And when we do, we're going to say the ah sound. So we begin. Ah. Good. Again. Ah. Beautiful. As we continue to tap, tap, tap the collarbones. And then release the hands, placing them back on the thighs. And feel that vibration within the body. Taking a couple of breaths here. Good. Beautiful. Good. And then while we're seated, we're going to make the victory sign. So bringing your arms out in a V position. And the way you have your hands is your thumbs are sticking out. The rest of your fingers are curled in. So breathing in and breathing out, we're going to bring those hands to our solar plexus with a ha sound. So we're going to draw the hands in right where that upper belly is, right below that rib cage. Again, inhaling, arms come out. Exhaling with a ha. Good. Inhale, ha. Inhale, exhale, ha. So continue to do this on your own. And then letting your hands rest on your thighs. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling the vibration within the body. Good. We're going to come up out of the chair. And we're going to stand with our legs in a wide-legged stance. So opening up the legs. And placing the hands on the hips. Good. So legs are wide, arms are down, elbows bent, hands on the hips. And then we're going to begin to open up the arms. So opening up wide, palms facing forward and fingers spread wide, star pose. Feeling the star that you are. Opening up the heart, opening up the chest, and breathing in and out of this place. Star pose, beautiful. Good. And then releasing the hands, bringing them back to your hips. We're going to come into chair pose here. So now we're going to bring the feet to about a hip's distance apart, standing with the shoulders back, heart is open. We'll begin to lift the arms up overhead as we take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we'll sit back as if we were sitting in a chair, finding strength in the quad muscles at the front of the thighs, squeezing the glutes and bringing the arms out in front of you. That's one option. The other option is to bring your hands to the heart. Good. Beautiful. We could even take a little twist in chair, bringing a left elbow to the right knee as we twist to the side. Good. And then inhale as we draw all the way back up to standing. Good. Exhale here, bringing hands to the heart, taking that right elbow to the left knee, and we twist to the side in chair pose. Beautiful. And then inhale, coming all the way back up to standing. Letting your hands just rest at the heart there as you take a couple of inhales and exhales in and out. Good. And releasing the hands. We're going to come into warrior one pose. If you want to have a chair near you, just step to one side of the chair and place one hand on the chair. If you want to do this without the help of a chair, you can do so, or you can even stand at the wall. That also gives you a lot of support here. So I'm going to stand to one side of the chair here. And so the leg that's closest to the chair will remain right there. I'm going to step back with the other leg. When I do, I'm bending into that knee that's closest to the chair there. So I can leave that hand on the chair, or I could bring both arms up overhead, knowing that the chair is there if I need it. Finding length in the spine, lift through the crown of the head, strong warrior pose here. The hips are squared towards the front, and I'm breathing in and out in warrior one. Beautiful, everybody. Good. Good. I'm going to place that hand back on the chair and step that leg back, the leg that was in back to the front to meet the other foot. And now I'm going to move that chair to the other side. And again, in yoga, we do the same thing on both sides so that we're balanced in the body. So I'm placing that hand on the chair once again. The leg that is closest to the chair will remain there. The other foot steps back, and I will bend into that forward knee. Beautiful. Maybe bringing one arm up overhead, maybe bringing both, trusting my body to tell me what it needs. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Warrior one. Awesome. Letting both hands come down, maybe bringing them to the heart. If you're by a chair, placing one hand on the chair, step that back foot up to meet the right, and you'll return to your mountain pose here. Beautiful. Good. Let's come back to our chairs. Beautiful. So I invite you now to find your comforts for tonight's deep rest. We will be resting in Shavasana, which is the little treat that we give ourselves at the end of our practice. It's the integration of the entire practice. And we know that breathing, meditation, mindful movement, and deep rest are the top components to self-care. So the deep rest aspect of this practice is very important. So I invite you to find your blankets, pillows, your aromatherapy, your music, anything that you need to get nice and comfy there. If you're lying on the floor, just really maybe now taking a full body stretch. So from your toes all the way to the crown of the head, take a nice big stretch. If you're able, bringing your arms up overhead and really stretching from fingertips down to toes. If you are seated in the chair, make sure your feet are engaging with the floor, so that connection with the earth beneath you. And then finding a nice cozy spot in the chair, making sure you bring your back all the way to the back of the chair so that you're nice and supported there. And so tonight we're going to be doing an inner smile meditation. And this meditation comes to us from a book called Stress-Free Health Management, A Natural Solution for Your Health by Janetta Haim. And this is a beautiful little meditation I will be guiding you through, and just bring your awareness to the parts of the body that I'm referencing. And then we'll move on to the next and the next until your entire body is relaxed. So I invite you to gently close your eyes, maybe moving your neck a little bit from side to side. So whether you are laying down on the floor or in a chair, just letting your head and your neck move a little bit from side to side. Take 1 or 2 deep breaths to fill your belly and your chest. And then slowly let it out. And just do that a couple times, breathing in and then breathing out. Good. And then take a moment to rest the tip of the tongue gently at the top of your mouth behind your teeth. So I don't want you to try too hard to do this. Just find that place, resting the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth behind the teeth. It should be just very gentle and easy. Good. So visualize looking out from the center of your head and see the inside of the mask of your face. Starting with the inside of your forehead, simply noticing the broad screen-like structure in front of your eyes, which is now blank. Things may come and things may go. Just let them. Imagine now a pool of warm water and the energy that is collecting there. Let your attention go into that pool, deep back towards the center of your head. Let your attention rest there at the center of your brain. And this is a place that is about equal between the tips of your ears. This is called the Crystal Palace in Taoism, because it is where the pineal, pituitary, thalamus, and hypothalamus glands are. Just feel the energy that is gathering there. It is a powerful place. Now let this energy flow forward into your eyes. Move your attention down and notice the inside of your eyes, the sockets and the muscles, and the skin around your eyes. Let your eyes soften and relax, and enjoy that feeling of relaxation. Next, move your attention down the inside of your nose. Watch how the breath goes in and out to give you life, and simply inhale and exhale at your own relaxed pace. Move now to the inside of the mouth and the lips. Relax the mouth and the teeth slightly separated, and let the tongue lightly press the top of your mouth against the back of the top teeth. See with your mind the inside of the lips and let them relax. Move now down to your jaw and your chin. See in your mind and feel the jaw bones, muscles, and skin from the edge of your chin to the outer jaw relax. Now you can see, if you move backwards inside your mind and head, the whole inside of your face completely relaxed. Go back to your lips and see the corners of your mouth relaxed. Now very slightly lift the corners of your mouth. Keep relaxing your lips and let a little smile come naturally. It may not even be a smile on the outside of your face. Just keep your attention there and the energy until there is a relaxing in the energy, as if you were smiling. This is the inner smile, and it creates a sense of warmth and well-being. Let the corners of your mouth stay in that positive position, and turn your attention back to the insides of your eyes. Notice them in their relaxed state. Then, just like you did with the lips, let the corners of the eyes lift until you feel as though there's a smile within your eyes as well. Imagine now that you are gazing into the eyes of the person whom you love the most, and that they're gazing back at you. Let yourself fill up with this feeling of love. This is now the time to have love and compassion for yourself as well. Both the corners of the eyes and the mouth should now feel like they are part of one unit with a sense of warmth and well-being. This is called the inner smile. Now we are going to take the smile and move it in turn to each part of your body. You can imagine your body as hollow and the smile as a giant glowing ball of light, filling every dark corner. Imagine when you breathe in, the breath moving to that area. You can picture every organ, tissue, and bone smiling. If your smile gets stuck or fades when it hits a painful or tense place, just breathe gently into that part of your body. So now we are going to move that smile around your body. Your smile is now moving into your throat, to the center of your throat. Let your throat begin to relax and smile. And let's leave it there for just a little while. Good. Just feel that sense of expansion in your throat. Now move down to the heart and let the warmth and glow of that smile light up your heart with joy and compassion. As the heart pumps the blood, feel the blood taking the smile to all parts of your body and shining its light through them all. As it is moving around, you can picture how it is helping your bones and muscles to smile and filling them with that warm glow. Now it moves to your ribs and the bones in your back. Feel it moving all through your bones and feel them relaxing and smiling with the warmth and energy. Let it rest there a while. Next, it moves to your lungs. Feel the healing breath go inside and warm them with light and love. Let the smile move with your breathing and let it expand and contract, causing the lungs to breathe clearly and heal. And just rest that breath in your lungs for a little while. Good. Now move it down into your liver, which is on the right-hand side, just under your ribs, at the front of your stomach, and let that healing smile rest there. And now move to the left to your pancreas and let that little inner smile rest there. And then move it to the back behind these organs and up a little bit to your kidneys and let that smile rest there. Next, move to your stomach. Feel your whole stomach filling with the warmth and glow of that inner smile. Feel your digestive organs relaxing and taking up the glow of the smile, and let it rest there. Now move it to your lower stomach and to the tops of your legs, and let it heal that whole area of the body. Let it rest there a while. Next, take that inner smile to anywhere that you are feeling anger, frustration, jealousy, hurt, or pain, and let it rest there in each of these places for a while. Let that smile heal those tender places, and just let it be. Now move that smile up into your nervous system, up your spine, and through all the nerves in the body, feeling them filling with love and warmth and compassion for this wonderful human body, this body that you have, which works so marvelously and which you are now nurturing and resting. And finally, direct the smile to the center of your stomach and let it rest and collect around your navel to bring warmth and harmony to your entire lower body. Let it rest there. Keeping the smile with you, remember your lips and your eyes are smiling together. Now rest with a smile in your heart. Rest your heart and your whole inner being. Rest in contentment and joy. Just rest. Very gently and with great care, begin to bring your awareness back to the body. Starting to move in little ways, wiggling fingers and toes. Maybe taking a full body stretch in your chair or on the floor. Any kind of movement that you need to come back to the present moment. And then I invite you to roll to one side, making a little pillow for your head there, and just rest there while I read a couple of closing quotations for our practice tonight. This is from Joseph Campbell, and he says, "We cannot cure the world of sorrows, but we can choose to live in joy." And from Jean Shinoda Bolin, "When you recover or discover something that nourishes your soul and brings you joy, care enough about yourself to make room for it in your life." Good. Beautiful, everyone. So as you are awakening and maybe deepening the breath and taking your time to come back, we will eventually meet seated with our hands at the heart and the eyes closed or softly cast down. Good. So just taking a couple of breaths here, and as your hands are resting on the heart, just feeling that ebb and flow of the breath again. And maybe feeling some joy for the time that you took for yourself this evening, joy for just the journey that you're on, and knowing that little elements of self-care like micro joys can add up into something wonderful, a little gift that you give yourself as you fill your cup each and every day. Let's release the hands and bring them up overhead, pressing the palms together, exhaling hands back to the heart. As always, the light in me honors and recognizes the light that I see absolutely shimmering in each one of you tonight. We share that acknowledgement when we say together, Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you all, everyone. It was so good to be with you. Enjoy your next session, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.
Thank you. Have a good week.
Take care,
Take
Cathy.
care, you too.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Kathy.
You're so welcome. Bye-bye.